Only some of you are ready for this message. Only a few will have ears to hear. This message is for you. This Is My Church presents Streams of Consciousness, remixes on manifesting a supercharged magical life, journeys with the superconscious mind. I am your host, Vanessa Prophet. If the 3D is your God, you will never outpicture your current circumstances. Leaning on the God of your own understanding is a house of cards, and it cannot hold up the weight of your vision. When your mind-given five-sensory evidence is the altar where you worship, why are you surprised when your circumstances never change? The way to shift into a parallel reality is flagrant trust in your inner vision, denying all else. The 3D is a facade, a false god, a con artist of the earth plane, masquerading as realness. It is only real in the way a movie is real, a streaming series, a virtual reality seen through a headset. The truth is that you are the one and only provocation, the inciter, the cause of all events that unfold in your world. Genesis says that you are made in the image and likeness of God, after God's kind. You are the very same form and substance as the divine, one with this power, nature, image, and being. You are in no way separate from it. It is not out there, but it is inside. You are God consciousness personified. Surrender the mind masquerading as you to this universal power. Quiet the noise the ego is demanding you submit to. Allow your desire to come on its own by way of perfect mystery, infinite intelligence, who is rearranging reality in this very moment in accordance with your heart's desire. You cannot serve two masters. The 3D is a snake oil salesman, a flickering deception that cannot hold you up. The 3D is loud, clamoring for your attention, your allegiance, your energy, screaming at you about its realness, and in so doing, revealing its frailty. Like a virus, it will siphon your power and use it to keep itself alive, using your attention as a host to carry its message, to imprison you by its performance, its theater. You must decide to no longer feed this delusion with the most powerful tool in your arsenal, your focus, your care, your concern. Starve the unwanted of life force by paying it no mind, being unconcerned, unmoved, unflinching, with absolute, unwavering certainty. This contrast comes to the forefront to allow you to clear it, to look it in the eye, and to remain unyielding. It is this inner conviction that you must work to generate above all else. The truth presents in a whisper, a still voice of inner knowing, a calm confidence. When you know who you are, the position you hold, you don't react to idle threats of one who has no power to ultimately harm you. Do you see the sovereignty in this stance, unaffected by the weather of the hologram of circumstance? Give yourself over to this pursuit of brazen absolution and trust, not to your little human ego identity, but to the certainty of your vision and its manifestation by highest consciousness, who has ways and means that we know not of. It is wisdom to trust the imaginal impartation of the universe revealed to you, rather than the glitching illusion of circumstance. It is worth all of your efforts to train yourself out of this conditioning that only serve to strip you of your creative power by a system that benefits more when its inhabitants are weak-minded and weak-willed. You are either serving your inner vision and the infinite intelligence that gave it to you, or you are worshiping your 3D world. You must deny the one and serve the other. You must turn away from the one and be devoted to the other. Looking to the 3D to confirm your assumptions is one of the biggest pitfalls and the biggest traps, keeping you endlessly stuck in a loop. How do you deny the evidence of your senses? By not reacting to them mentally or emotionally as though they are real. By recognizing them for what they are, an echo of the past, of your former self. By seeing them as a false god, a mirage of your former assumptions. By seeing through the eyes of faith, of a master creator, not of a minion of earth who is blown around by the wind of shape-shifting matter that is already passing away. You will never pass away, and your word will not return to you void without delivering on the frequency of what you believe yourself to be. In order to bend reality in your favor, you must become a master of energy. This is how you embody being in the world, but not of it. And this is how you manifest the extraordinary. Simply give no meaning to unwanted circumstances as though they had any impact on your destination. You must be willing to suspend codependence on five sensory data. Do not bow down and worship it. Do not give it your allegiance, but lean on the infinite beingness that will never die, your true identity, who sees all, knows all, and will withhold nothing from you. As Neville Goddard says, disregard all evidence of your senses that deny the fulfillment of your desire. Rest in the assumption that you are already that which you desire to be. For in that determined assumption, you and your infinite being are merged in creative unity, and with your infinite being, all things are possible. So determine to never again leak your energy or make it the power supply to illusory things, projections that will dissolve into nothingness when you strip them of the only thing keeping them alive, your attention. Allow the energy of your former unwanted creation to burn away, to alchemize into the substance of your heart's desire. Allow the assumption to harden into matter, but be unyielding in your vision's reality as it unfolds. This process will take whatever time it takes in accordance with your level of consciousness, so remain fervent to the vision as all lower identities are converted. You recognize that your nighttime dreams are a surreal projection of your consciousness, an adventure through imaginary worlds. Now you must realize that in the exact same way, your waking state is not real either. In fact, all in this world is a highly lucid dream, malleable by recognition of your own infinite power to mold it into the projection of your choice. There is only one God in your reality, one source of ultimate power, and you determine the flow of this power by your attention. And by this focus, you give circumstances life and meaning. Generate reality with the expectation of a royal who knows their intent will always be carried out in accordance with their word by virtue of their identity and position. This is the state you must embody for creation to bend to your desired reflection. Do not collapse into victimization, but always be unflinching that I am my ideal now. I always see what I desire to see, and my vision is always made manifest. You and only you have the ability to create separation from your desire by ascribing power to the powerless mind. The third dimension feels difficult to move, to change, to reorganize, because its very nature is mass, dense, slow-moving, heaviness. Returning to the lightness and innate power of your true being is the way to effortless manifestation. This is what you see in the masters, who are able to bend time and space, manifesting so-called miracles, phenomena far beyond the scope of the everyday. Do not be weak-minded, leaning on the frailty of earth and its funhouse mirrors. You cannot serve two masters. Decide this day who you will serve. The shape-shifting 3D hallucination of your conditioned mind, or the formless substance of all creation. Affirm and declare, I know who I am, and no hologram of earth will cause me to forget or to wrongly ascribe my power to any external source, person, or circumstance. Make faith in the universal power to bring your vision into form, the one and only foundation upon which you generate your most extraordinary life, your seemingly impossible dream. Detach yourself from the emotional turmoil and overthinking that comes from attachment to sensory perception. Never again allow the 3D to rule over you. Live from the inside out, ignoring all seeming disturbances. You are who you determine to be, so rest in intelligent faith, giving over all details to the superconscious mind. Rise above the noise of the worldly mirage, returning to reliance on the world inside. Avoiding unnecessary suffering, allow reality to conform on its own, automatically via the path of flow, where all cooperative components harmonize to carry out your source-ordained vision in accordance with its perfect supernatural blueprint. My name is Vanessa Prophet, and I intend that you have the faith to trust in your vision as long as it takes to see it through to its fully manifested form.